Morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Part 2, Cosmo, AJ, Zephyr, Marco, Gio, Evan, Dennis, Kevin, you all, Brandon, Matthew. Going on. Reading names, yeah. Hey, Wilson, what's up? Hello, Edward. Big Star, what's up? Still on the ETF hunt. Just had a good weekend. Yeah, it was good, man. Hey, Domin. Filled with work, but good nonetheless. Today's a short stream, helping navigate some people through this move in Bitcoin today. So I have to help a few people, like I said, navigate through this thing. Thoughts on BTC? I don't know what my thoughts on BTC are at the moment. Well, I know, but I'm just waking up, man. Was up all night last night analyzing it so that I could be prepared for today. Last night at about 11 o'clock, I took all my shorts off the book and went to bed because it was I knew it was going to be a long few days. Yeah. Once oh damn, that's good coffee. Once a few things had happened on the chart late yesterday, it was like, okay, just take any shorts that you might have been thinking of take and just take them off the book. So around 11 p.m. last night, I took my shorts off the book and yeah, put my head down on my pillow. And then today I will be helping some different people navigate through this thing, some different ways that this thing could play out and help them with their game plan. How you cannot be feeling good after this BTC pump, yeah. Well, let's go take a look at Bitcoin, I suppose. This is going to be our last week of the OG morning stream. As soon as Future of Trading is done releasing, which is on Wednesday, then we've got the new live morning show kicking off. Yeah, Bitcoin's move isn't done yet, I don't think. Looks like it's going to target around 56K. Although it could stop at 51 and it could go as high as 66. We have to kind of wait as a move develops. These decisions will kind of be made in the moment, right? Like as the day goes on and these moves develop, I'll be charting it all day long. And like I said, I'm working with a few different people today to help them with their holdings. So yeah, as the day unfolds, be doing analysis all day long, charting it, and then there will be some kind of decision. I don't know if it's going to be today or not. Depends how fast this thing is going to move up, but yeah, there's a few good targets in our sights. There's a couple really big levels coming up that I don't think Bitcoin can break over. If it had one ultimate target in this entire thing, it's coming. Like I said, it could go as high as 66K. So we'll see how the move develops as the day goes. course, Cotton wakes up and we get all-time highs. The all-time high is that picture of me as Android on the thumbnail for the bots video. That's the real all-time high right there. Hey, Ola, what's up, dude? Yeah, morning show is changing next week. It's going to be a relaunching of the morning show. That stuff's in Butterfly Effect, Michael Ruffalo. Very schmexy, yeah. I love that. It's a little creepy seeing yourself like that on a poster, but hey, yeah. Wow, so we did some magic and made it look pretty neat. So yeah, morning show next week is changing officially. This is kind of the last week of the OG morning show. I got to get some structure and kind of some more balance to this morning show. I'm not happy with the way it is. I love the morning show. I'm happy with the way it is. I want it to be more structured. I have a very, very cool idea in mind for the morning show. Blueprint's going to come out when we hit 50K subs. So as soon as this channel hits 50K subs, Blueprint starts to be published. I don't really focus too much on altcoins. I do stocks, I do commodities, I do Forex, and I do crypto. Not altcoins are kind of pointless to trade, to be honest. Where do I keep him? Yeah. Nice one, Zephyr. That's hilarious. So that was like a lot of cool camera magic. There's not too much filters and effects on that photo. Believe it or not, there's a lot of cool camera tricks that I know about, but maybe only 2 filters. I think I put I know what I did. I put a circle over my eye, and I changed the color of the background, and that was it. Everything else is like really good camera work. Everything else in that photo was just really good camera work. Like I had to what did I do? I put some Vaseline on some saran wrap and used it as a camera lens. Tied it to my camera rig. Did some really interesting aperture tricks. Yeah, most of that was just fancy camera work. And the reason why you'd use Vaseline on saran wrap and wrap it around your camera lens is because it gives soft focus to whatever you're recording. So that's why it makes me look like I'm a super polished like AI kind of thing. It was a lot. It took me like all of Saturday to make that thumbnail because I had to go outside. I had to set up the camera rig. I had to use a certain tripod, so I had to rehook up that tripod. I had to use a remote photo shooter because I had to get a certain angle. Playing with apertures, lighting controls, weird things like Vaseline on saran wrap. Yeah, it was actually took me like almost all day to well, not all day. It took me like half the day. I was done by like 2, but I started very early in the morning. So I don't even want to look at RNVA, dude. I'm so tilted on my bank not being set up and not being. Let's do it. I'm so tilted on this dumb thing that is just like ridiculous. Yeah, this is like this is the most like this is definitely like the shittiest moment of 2021 for me. Calling this target out and not so far not having something as simple as my accounting set up because my banking is slow is like, yeah, because I know where this thing is going. It's gonna, well, just I guess I don't need that Lamborghini, right? That's all you can say about that. That's all you can say about that. But yeah, for anybody who took our NVA, congrats, because you guys are about to be swimming in it. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's going to push a bigger target here, though. I don't think it's pulling back yet. As we say it, it happens. Oh, what happened with the camera fade there? That's a little weird. I guess we should run through our list because it's Monday morning, right? We should probably just hammer through Forex here. Yeah, you know what? Let's get through our list. Let's go do Forex right now. Let's do our Forex pairings. Oops. Oops. Jesus. Yeah, this is right. Oh, I'm on a 1 minute time frame. That's why. Haha. Jesus. Okay, nothing there. See how the Japanese yen did. Still breaking trend. Maybe having a pullback on the larger time frame. GBP is struggling with trend, but it looks like it might be trying to set up a break on the bigger time frames now. So this week, if it continues to hold, you're going to see GBP start to move up. All right. AUD still trying to see if it can push its move, which it probably can. Looking at this chart, it definitely looks like it's moving up. This looks like Bitcoin, actually, to be honest with you guys. Looks like it's trying to reach a much bigger target. USD CAD. Oh, was this the no, this didn't just happen. I'm so used to looking at Bitcoin's chart that anytime I see something touch like one of my levels, I'm like, oh man, did this just happen? It's like, no, this didn't just happen, dude. You're on daily time frame. This was like 10 days ago. Chill out, man. And then I get so excited, and then it's like, no, there's no point in that. Chinese yuan. Is that how you say it? Yuan? Chinese yuan? Because it's not like the yen. It's not like Japanese yen. I don't know like how you enunciate this. It's got to be yuan, right? Yuan, yen, and yuan. Am I saying that correctly? Can someone do like the English for Dummies? You're a 3-year-old content version for me, because that's how I kind of feel right now when I'm saying it. Yuan, Chinese yuan, yawn. Yeah, God, this is gonna get like flipped and shipped somewhere, and then it's gonna be like, oh, Cotton's a racist. No, I just don't know how to say it. Please don't kill me. Yeah. No target. Not yet. Yawn? Chinese yawn? That was close when I said yawn. Chinese yawn. Yoan. Yo-an. It's not, this is like you did 5-year-old English. I need 3-year-old English on this one. Yoan? Like I need the dash, I need the spaces, like my brain. I don't want to say it wrong. That's like, I definitely don't want to butcher how to say it. Let's check Swiss franc. Yuan, Chinese yuan. So you would say it faster. Yuan, Chinese yuan. So when I said yuan, it was not bad. It was close. It was okay. Okay for an Irish boy. Swiss franc. Swiss franc still fighting its trend, still breaking down. We really do want to see a target lower on Swiss franc. GBP breaking down. Euro GBP breaking down on the side. That's nice. Yuan, yeah. Hey, from Croatia. What's up, dude? The Black Sea. I have somebody I know who's from Croatia, and they always tell me they want me to visit, and they've got they own hotels out there and all these things, and then they're going to take me to the Black Sea, and they describe it to me and show me pictures. Very beautiful. He's from Romania. Now, I don't know how close Romania and Croatia are, but I believe they're neighbors, but I could be wrong, or close neighbors anyways. Austin asking about RNVA. Yeah, I'm guessing you're an RNVA, Austin. You son of a B. You son of a B, man. You took my trade. Oh, this thing is so depressing. I would just stay in and see where it goes. Just because the potential on this thing is so high, I would just not be I wouldn't be looking to exit yet. I would be waiting to see where it could go. Just because the trade is so good. Like, I guess you have to, Austin, at this point, I guess you have to, you have the Adriatic Sea. Adriatic Sea. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I think with Renova, you have to weigh two things here, Austin. you have to weigh how big your position is versus the value of what the profits look like right now. So like if I was in this trade, I would have put like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 20 grand on it. So then I would just say like, okay, well, we got perfect entry, right? Like, hey, where did our level go? Hello? I swear to God, we were just here. If I rewind my charts enough, we can get back to Renova where I literally just had my level. So where the hell did my Renova level go? What the hell? Wow, trading view is just like hype. Where the hell did my Renova level go? Well, I guess we'll just manually put it back. That's super weird. Yeah, it was 1.023 or 0.012. 0.01203. It was actually lower than that. Where the hell did my Renova level go? Trading view was trying to like, it was like, oh, it was something right in around here. It was like 0.12 flat. Anyways, doesn't matter. I would look at this and I feel like I had put 20 grand or something on this. I would just say, okay, what's it worth? Like it's a $10,000 profit. If you did spot on it or if you did margin, that's, you know, I'm not sure if your exchange offers margin, but anyways, so you do spot. We'll just talk about spot. So you do spot on this. I think there's kind of two ways to treat this trade. I think you have to measure the profits in scenario A and say, okay, what, like, can this trade, this is a really good trade, and trades like this, they happen all the time, but then, you know, how often do you get targets so close like this where you know, where we pick this target and just so laser accurate, it's not even funny, right? Like how do you this is a really good trade. So again, you in scenario A, you measure the profits and what they're worth. So you could say, okay, if I make 10 grand on this trade, like, is that worth it for me to take out? Does that 10 grand mean a lot to me? Or am I at the stage where it's like, well, it's 10 grand, it doesn't matter. I'd rather just kind of see where this thing goes. Because, you know, in one scenario, you can make $10,000 and you're done for the week. And if you did this once a week in the charts, you know, you're making 40K a month, you're making $500,000 a year. So there's like the scenario where it fulfills the need to have your profits taken and to fill some of these quotas for you. You like that's scenario A, where you would take profits like that. So that's your own dictation. That I can't advise on, because I don't know how much you put on the trade. I don't know what it's worth to you. I don't know if you put 100K on this trade and you just made 50 grand and that 50 grand means all the difference to you. Or I don't know if you're an oil prince and 50 grand is kind of like what your breakfast costs. I don't know, right? Like, no idea, right? So then it's like, shout out to the oil princes. If you're an oil prince and you bought this thing up, thanks for helping the homies, because now this thing is flying. I don't think that's what happened, but just saying. Alternatively, right, you could start looking at larger targets in this thing and say, okay, well, if this really is the bottom, like, you know, this thing could back target something like in here or even higher. Like, I guess you don't really have a cap range on this thing, like back up in here. I think as a first step, you'd, man, trading view, I swear to God, it's too early for this crap. I think you would like be back targeting up here somewhere. So as kind of a first target, if you were holding on, then you could say like, okay, well, 2000% sounds crazy, but I don't think it's that unrealistic when you're catching something that's this low. I mean, this thing, what was this thing? Once upon a time, $500, and we caught it to the, like this thing has dropped like 99.999%, right? Like, and we caught the actual bottom on something that could, you know, you could even go up to this range, you know. So if you start pushing those kinds of ranges in this thing, then you're talking about like getting the bottom of like a GMC or an AMC, and, you know, 10,000%. And if you put 10 grand on this thing, well, you know, what do you make? Like, you know what I mean? On spot with no risk. Like, so I think I would just evaluate your trade here as two different scenarios. Scenario A, the value of that trade for you and what it's worth, or scenario B as, you know, long-term potential and it doesn't matter to you. But like, I hope to make a video on this one day. I hope this thing flies and like Wall Street Bets and all this, these people start talking about this stock like this, and it's just like, yeah, you guys are such idiots. And then I can just clip the stream where we bought this thing to the microcent, to the thousandth of a penny, and then to see this thing at like $1 or something. So yeah, I think you have to like just base this trade based on, you know, identifying which scenario you fall under first and foremost. And then if you want to take a gamble on it because you got such a good price, then do it, man. If you want to make a wage on it, then also do it. If this is like the first time you've ever hit a trade like this, then it's like, okay, well, you know, maybe take some profits, lock it up, build your bankroll. Shout out to the lurking oil prince. Hell yeah, John. You know what's up, man. You know what's up, my dude. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be taking longs on Bitcoin at this point, Dan P. Like, I'm going to be working with some people today to, well, I'm not working with them. I'm advising them on what to do throughout the day. Some larger clients. Literally, as soon as I come in, you're lucky I'm poor. Well, John, good thing for you is that we call targets like Renova, and then maybe you'll make like $1 million on a trade like this. So, you know, you're in the right place to fix that. Yuan? Okay, yuan is how you say it. Yuan. Yuan or yuan? I think it's yuan. I'm a YOLO for $1. Yeah, I mean, that's not unrealistic either, Austin. Like, if you got $1,000 on this thing and you go for $1, just, you know, when that happens, just come here and thank me. That's all I have to say. And yeah, like, I mean, it's not unrealistic to start pushing this like 50-cent range. It's not. I mean, this thing has been beaten to its core. Just I'm so pissed off that my bank wasn't ready for this, because like we called this thing out so perfectly. It's just so, it's so tilt. This is like tilt moment 2021. Like, I'm gonna make a highlights reel at the end of the year. I'm gonna put this, clip this where we talked about this day after day after day, and me talking about my banking's not set up, and then this target hits like to perfection. It's gonna be in like my year in review video, a 5,000% trade. That's that makes me itch. That's all I can say about that. This trade is like, I will be forever, like every day. This is like the want to trigger cotton, talk about RNVA, because like this is so. I don't think anybody in the world, like if this trade goes wherever, I don't think there's a single human being in the world who would have played this trade better than how we played it out, how we marked the levels, what we talked about, the accuracy of our levels, what we said it needs to do to get there, playing it thereafter. Like I'm pretty sure that's like got to be some kind of record of accuracy, because this is actually insane. If this breaks out, this is like actually crazy. So sometimes I get like 100x contracts on Bitcoin to the cent. It would be the equivalent of getting it to the cent. Like Bitcoin goes to like $51,482.36, and I'm the person who bought it 35 cents. That's like the level of accuracy this trade is. So this is like this is a gross. This is a 10 out of 10 yucky. A spooky, a yucky, all the weird words you can think of. This is just like, this is it. So yeah. I can only save one chart on TradingView. It's hard to go back and see how you look. I'm not too sure about saving charts. You just have a button up here that saves the charts. That's all I know. And like with those, that save button, maybe that's something to do with like having a paid version. I'm not sure. Bro, you've helped my entire family with your beginner's course. Glad to catch you live. We're profiting well in crypto and now even winning mostly with margins. Dude, that's so cool, man. That's amazing. Coach Nazir, good job, dude. What's up, man? Happy ETH CME futures all day. Yeah. Yeah, I missed out on the ride this morning. Oh, I guess we should go check Bitcoin, right? Like that's what's all the rage is about today, right? So Tesla bought a bunch of Bitcoin, like 1.5 billion worth or something like that. That's what it is today. Renova, I'm not sure. Whatever, if you're brokered, like you would use any kind of anything that trades on the New York Stock Exchange would have this. How do you find trades? Just searching, man. There's no like way to do it. You can't use scanners because scanners are scanning for like post breakout, right? Like you can't use scanners to find stuff like this. So you just have to kind of like look. That's the cool thing about this channel, is that we've got people in here who are in the stock markets, and you know, they mentioned coins and things like that, and then we can look at them. So you know, as time goes on, we're going to be building a pretty killer list. I stopped building a list just because my counting's not set up yet. So if I'm going to be making call outs like this and trades like this, I don't want to be missing trades, and I can't take any trades right now anyways because I'm still waiting for my corporate accounting. Like, it's brutal. So that is on Patreon. That's to be a part of like the community. Never Legacy, that's not specifically a course. That's like a live stream we do on Sundays where I help people, and there's like a bunch of stuff on the I gotta get out of here. I'm looking at Renova. It's gonna kill me slowly. So that's not a course. My courses are on gatex.io. That's my website that I made that has my courses. The patron stuff is like extra exclusive content. So it's not specifically a course, just so you're aware. It's Cotton's morning stream keeping us self-employed. Yeah. True. That's what am I trying to say here? The patron stuff is just exclusive content. Like every Sunday we do like a really big breakdown, and I help get people better in there, and I do different kind of contests and stuff with them. So that is more to be like a part of the patron community. Is like there's a lot of cool stuff that I do there, but that's definitely not a course. But then I do exclusive teachings on Patreon every Sunday. Like yesterday, we went over the entirety of Bitcoin's move and what it could do, and I gave some people some tips and tools on how to get better as they're day trading, and I showed them how to kind of maneuver charts. And every week I just kind of change a topic, so it's like live teachings, but it's not like a structured course like future trading or blueprint. Those are on GateX. I'm still just watching the ETFs, man. I want these things to just burn to a freaking crisp. Just burn to a crisp and just let them just get to like AVE down. God, let that thing drop like another like 95%. Let it get down to like it's up 1 2 3 zeros and a 7 3, so 00073. Let AVE down, get to like 0.00018 or 17, and then like we'll see what Bitcoin looks like then. Like I want these things to just cinder, burnt to a crisp, or like SXP down. Still waiting on it. I actually bought some SXP down over at 330 and then sold it when it was breaking down. Just took like a no loss position on it, and then bought some more at like 180 and sold it at 180. Again, just trying to catch some of these positions, but now I'm thinking that they're gonna just get like destroyed even more. Like I could see like SXP going to like, it's at 191 sats right now. I could see this thing going down to like 8 or 9 sats. As psycho as that sounds, I think SXP still has a lot of room to move. So if Bitcoin kind of just lingers around, I think you're going to see like another big wave of cindering coming in on these things. So I'm really just waiting. And if I miss them because I'm too greedy, I miss them. HRXCF. I'll put this on the list to look at, but HRXCF. HRXCF. I don't see it. HRCF. HRXC maybe? I'm not seeing HRXCF. Maybe am I doing something wrong here, Austin? HRXCF. Chart is delayed. What? HRCXF. HRCXF. Hurricane energy. I'll put this on the list to take a look at. No, I would not touch this yet. Just because it's been an accumulation for a long time doesn't mean anything. This is not there yet. I mean, it might be okay, but I wouldn't. It still looks like it's moving down. Truth be told. Yeah, ETH is probably taking. Well, I mean, everything is taking off, right? Bitcoin's moving up still. Everything's taking off. They all move with Bitcoin, guys. They'll all move together. I got to get off here soon. Today is like the shortest morning stream we'll ever have, just because I've got to work with some different people in Bitcoin today, advise on what they should be looking at and what they should be doing. So I've got to get to that soon. I definitely wanted to jump on stream and just take a look at what was happening with Bitcoin here. I can't make that decision for you, Milo. Milo, if you believe in Bitcoin and you want to be an investor in it, then buy a little bit every week. Personally, I wouldn't be buying Bitcoin right now. But again, you know, this is investing, that's investing, not day trading. Like, what if you believe in Bitcoin then and you think it's going to go to $1 million, invest in it, I guess. But you know, as a day trader, we don't look at things like that. We just look at where we can make our, you know, $5,000 a day or whatever we need to make, or whether, you know, $5,000 or 500 or 10 or, you know, 50 grand a day, whatever level of day trading you're at. You just as a day trader, look at the trades that make sense on that day and what can achieve your daily goal. Buying a tiny bit of Bitcoin is more of an investing standpoint. Like if you're saying, oh, should I buy a tiny bit every day? I suppose if you believe in it, you want to be in the investment, sure. Used to join a signals group. Yeah, that's like death to the brain. Thank you a lot. You're providing value to the community. Thanks, Milo. Thanks, man. Made a couple hundred this weekend using stuff from beginners and advanced. Got to spend it on Patreon. Thanks. Dude, that's so sweet, man. What would be a good daily percentage? Geez. It depends, I suppose. If you're saying like, okay, for a beginner day trader, what would be a good percentage? So for someone who's a beginner, I wouldn't recommend doing like futures. Obviously, futures is and derivatives is pretty tough, so you can't start getting into the crazy percentages. What would be a good percentage? Oh man, that's so tough to say. It all depends what you're trading, man. Like, here, I'll tell you kind of like how I operate at a higher level, and then we can kind of work backwards a little bit from there. I guess is the best way I can deal with this question. So when I'm trading, I do 100x with 2,500 bucks per trade. So if I make like 10%, I've made 25 grand that day. Obviously, you know, this is like the highest level of day trading derivatives at 100%. So you would work for years to get to that point where you can be, you know, trading derivatives. You can make, you know, at that point, your income is anywhere from, you know, $500 a day on the very slowest day you could ever possibly have to, I don't know, I guess possibly 75 or 100K in one day. So that would be like, as you progress throughout the years and you get to your endpoints, that would be like it. And then obviously you can, you know, work with hedge funds and, you know, run larger accounts, and that's fine. So that's not what we're talking about. You can still kind of step up from there. Prior to that, you would try to be like, you say, okay, that's a top level. The next level down would be like, okay, you're trying to do like margin trading or do some kind of connecting trades with Bitcoin, things like that, and altcoins, taking like higher risk positions, but they're controlled higher risk positions. You know, then you could say like, okay, well, making so if you were to do like 10x contract and you were to make like 5% in a day, that would be pretty good. So that would be the equivalent of making on spot like 20% or so, because you would use a little bit more leverage on spot. So that would be like 20% you'd want to make at that point. Pull it back even more, you just be trading spot and small margin, maybe like 2 and 3x, and that is it. And you'd be trading some small margin positions, taking some longer time period positions. You'd make 2 or 3% a day starting out, and then maybe as like a beginner, I think the most important thing is like if you make 1% a day, it's been a good day, 1% a day, and then being more comfortable taking consistent trades. So I think as a beginner, that's a good way to say it now that I've worked back from this. As a beginner, as a very beginner, I think the more important thing than thinking about percentage is making consistent good trades. Just saying like, okay, I made this trade, I made profit, this is good. Treat it like an accuracy check maybe, and instead of what percentage can I make. If you are a beginner, it's not a career for you yet. It's an aspiring career that you can work towards. But as a beginner, I think it's more important to be accurate and have well thought out decisions than worry about percentages. So yeah, I hope that helps. And I skipped through a lot of steps in there, guys. Like I just took like a few and worked backwards to give him an answer. It's there's a lot in there that I just didn't talk about. There's not just like 3 simple stages and bang, 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 you're done. Great bot trading video. Yeah, man. It's I have another good one coming out soon. AJ, it all depends on how you trade, man. You're sticking with spot for now. Yeah, I think before anybody jumps into derivatives or margin trading, like that's a big step. That's like, you know, stepping into a different league of trading. It's not just like, oh, let's just, you know, go into futures or margins. It's not, you know, that would be like being a amateur football player to going into like college bowl or like, you know, whatever. You're stepping into a new league, so be careful. I started 70x leverage trading with $10 rather than a couple hundred on spot. It's a good strategy. I trade with a strict risk. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the answer. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, Kodivu. It's treated as a hobby and do things to make yourself better at it. And then, you know, one day you can flip that switch and create an income out of it, right? Like you can create an income out of it. And then when it can replace your main job as an income, if you enjoy it, then start considering it as a career, right? I'm patron, looking forward to all the info. Yeah, welcome. We have another Javier in there, so now there's 2 Javiers. It's going to be a battle of the Javiers. Welcome to Patreon, dude. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely looks like it's still moving up. There's no spots to take on it. Those spots are already way gone last night. We had shorts on the books last night at 11 p.m. Like I said, we had a couple. We had one, actually just a couple shorts, but not just on Bitcoin. Took them off the book at 11 p.m. As soon as a certain thing happened on the charts, it's just like, nope, this thing's moving up. Took them off the charts, went to bed, wake up, and yeah, expect a long day working with people because, you know, now we're possibly pushing all the way up to 66K. Could be 51, could be 56, could be 66. Couple targets in mind. Anyways, none of these targets, calling out long-term targets like this, even though we're at 43,000 pushing up, even if it happens tonight, I still consider that a long-term target. Like if there's no length I put on these kind of call outs when I say, oh, we expect it to go to 66K. It could take weeks, it could take months, it could happen by noon, right? That is irrelevant how fast it happens. What is relevant is the architecture that's developing on the chart to help us make the decisions now. So, you know, when we reach those targets, there will be decisions made in the moment that will allow, and there will be stuff that happens in the moment that allows us to see whether or not it's the right short for like the big contracts. Like if we're going to take a good amount of money and load up like a 50x contract or, you know, something like that, we'll decide that in the moment. And you know, there's some long-term targets. So that term, long-term targets, we're not talking about 2 weeks, and we're also not talking about 5 minutes, but we are talking about everything in between. Because again, having this kind of static saying like, oh, long-term target, it's happening in 3 weeks, that's not even realistic. It's just it can't exist because you don't know what's going to happen throughout the day today. We have to see how levels react. We have to see what breaks and how in which way they break to see what the next target is going to be, right? So, you know, you say something like long-term targets. When I say long-term targets, I just mean the undefined amount of time that it takes to get there, because that amount of time is not defined. Anybody else trying to tell you that is just talking out of their ass. They have no clue what they're talking about. Saying it could take 3 weeks to get there. And then if it takes 2 weeks and 6 days, well, that's a lucky guess. That's a very, very good guess, right? That's just the way that works. with DCA functionality. Thoughts? Nah, dude. My thoughts, I laid it out in that bots video pretty well. I don't think bots are there yet. Do I still think it's worthless? Yeah, absolutely. Pascal. Go get a degree in architecture and come back to trading. That's why I'm so good at this, man. I drew lines on on construction charts all day long for so long. And just one connects to the other. I'm just drawing buildings on charts. That's my secret. That's the whole secret to the science of trading. We do buildings, right? We make like a building like this. This is called a house pattern, right? This is a that's like an 11 by 3 slope roof. The door is right here. This is the door to the house. This is the concrete foundation right here, right? So this is all I do, man. This is nothing special. You guys just got fucking fooled. You guys got bamboozled by me. That's it. I just learned how to draw really good houses, and then I do houses on my charts. I got a window on this thing right here. There's a window. Actually, the door's a little bigger, right? Because the door, yeah, that can't be right. That's not good to scale. Here's the window. That's one window right there. This is not the right color for a window. Of course, this chart's not going to work. Windows are supposed to be yellow. Window, door, 11 by 3 roof slope, concrete foundation, retaining wall. We don't need retaining walls. This is not the right move for a retaining wall. And there's your chart right there, man. Building's about to go metamorphosis into a flat slope modern contemporary home. This is like a 11 by 1 pitch modern contemporary home. So now we have to make the door wider because modern contemporary doors, they have really big portals, as they call them, doors into the home, and the windows will be elevated. So now we go up to here. So now the windows are like ceiling height, nice big 16-foot ceilings, and now you have your new chart. So if we break above the windows, we're going to touch the roof. Hands up. Where's the pool? Well, you have to install a hot tub first, and then you do a pool. That's outside the walls, dude. You're not paying attention. This is why you're failing in day trading, man, because you're not paying attention. The pool's outside. I don't have an indoor pool in this house. This is not an indoor pool house. It's outside. You've broken that concrete wall. The move changes. Standard log cabin pattern. Take a short immediately. It's just so standard, guys. It's not even funny. MVIS. Oh my god. That's going to be a long day. Oh, this sucks. ADA. I'm not going to do too many altcoins today. If alts follow Bitcoin, they should be moving up right now. Yeah. No, there's Ethereum moving up. Go back to our house pattern. Enough of the altcoins. That's old news. Boring. We're here to draw houses. Cotton secrets revealed. Yeah. You learned more in the past 3 minutes than watching all my videos. Oh, this is cotton exposed, right? This is yeah, this is cotton exposed. I accidentally leaked butterfly. That wasn't accidental, guys. Let me tell you a thing or two about butterfly effect. The world needs to know how this stuff is really done. Like a very angry seagull. It kind of actually does. I feel anyone brand new just tuning in. Yeah. Told you guys, it's going to the top window, the top of the window. Now it's going to see if it's actually going to build this house or not. Told you guys, it's going to the top of the window. We drew this before the level got hit. Remember that. Remember this moment. Imagine after World War III, people wondering what they were doing in the past, opening and finding your YouTube and finding this video, trying to understand what Cotton is saying. Yeah. That's too true, man. Too true. That's the big IQ take right there. Fuck, I gotta go to this thing and see where like losing my mind on Renova right now. So it's trying to break trend right now. So this thing breaks trend. I guess, Austin, to further your question earlier, thanks for the $10, man, by the way. To further your question earlier, this is like a pretty important moment too in Renova. Like, you've already made 50% on Renova. You have to decide if this trend is going to break and you're in it for the long haul, or if you're just playing this trend, right? Because there's a decision to be made right now. It's why it's stalling at this price. I personally would try to play that little local trend break, but yeah, I think there's, you know, a validity to taking profits here. But again, I don't think I would. I would see, like, on this where we've hit such a crazy level where we bought this thing at such a ridiculous price. I think I would just wait to see where this thing goes, but it will be trying to over the course break a few trends here, and it could have these, like right here where it's trying to break out and it fails down. It could do the same thing, right? It could break out, fail down, and you could be left with a position back down where you could have rebought again for 12.5. So yeah, I suppose it depends on how much money you have on this thing. If you can make 50K off this already, then, you know, it's not bad. 50K in one trade is pretty decent. Bitcoin, how many times do I have to hit Control Z? House is breaking, guys. The video from yesterday is not uploaded yet on Patreon, but there's a bunch of stuff on what's it called? That video gets uploaded today. There's a bunch of stuff from the past like 4 or 5 weeks that you would need to catch up on, Javier. Oh, we're out of here in like 4 minutes, 8:05, and we're out of here. So short morning stream today. Yeah, morning show is changing next week. It's going to be a little different. So the kind of planning phases of the morning show are coming to a completion, and we're going to be starting with our primary schedule starting next week. So Windows being tested, will it smash? I guess it depends what kind of hammer it's using. If it's a normal hammer, probably not. This is a normal tempered glass Windows. So yeah, that's good. It'll either go up or down, I predict. People always say that to me, like, what's your prediction? Well, it'll go up and then down, or down and then up. Is there kids playing baseball outside? Yeah, that's the altcoins, the kids playing baseball. Yeah, morning show is changing next week as Future of Trading comes to a wrap, as new content is coming out all week, as we get into more trading live videos, and the new course coming out this week. There's a new course coming out this week. There's more other stuff coming out as these things come to fruition. Morning show is changing, and this is kind of like the last couple streams that we're going to be doing of just waking up and screwing around. After this, it's kind of going into a new direction, the morning show. I don't want to say what it is yet because I don't want someone jacking my ideas. Somebody else starting it before me. I like to be the first. Even if somebody sees what I do and then they start streaming that tomorrow, right? Like, at least I say, well, I was first, so suck it. So we won't be talking too much about the new changes, but they're going to be exciting. It's going to be really cool. I have a really neat idea that I've been playing with. Create kind of like something like the world's first kind of idea, and yeah, something that's very cool, very relevant in today's world, and yeah, I think it's going to be really great. I have high hopes. Sounds X-rated. Where's these ETFs? They're still floating. AVE down. That's, oh boy, AVE down. Oh, imagine BTC moves down and all these defies crash, and AVE down just has the move of a century. One can hope and pray. God, make $10 million on a position like AVE down if all the stars align. This is a strong window, guys. This is the window. That's strong. I just want to see AVE USDT hit like some nasty number, like $800 or something crazy. AVE down will just get destroyed, and then we just soak it all up, just vampire that stock like it's just going out of style, just suck it up as much as we can, just completely drain it as fast and as quick as we can, and just let AVE down just skyrocket as Bitcoin hits its top. Oh my god, that's the moment right there. Look at this window, guys. This is like, this is real. This window, man, it is right at the cusp. I guess within 1 minute we see what happens to this window, right? If I was actually memeing with this house or not. One trade could be life-changing. Yeah, that's how day trading is. Some crazy swings. How much are these swings? Like, yeah, those are pretty nutty swings. 2%. Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot. What is this even? What is this, like 5%? Yeah. Jesus. You're right, man. Those are some crazy swings. Well, this is it. This is the candle. See how good our house pattern is today. I use TradingView no plan. Guys, this is a badass window that I drew. This is, we're onto something because this is not bad. You're talking about derivatives, Larkin? Just Google like futures trading or derivatives in crypto. ETFs are on Binance. I'm thinking about trading AVE down. I'm looking at AVE and SXP. I mean, any ETF would be good, right? Like they'd all be the same if Bitcoin dumps. It's not like there's gonna be, you know, one that's better than another. Well, there's gonna be some that are obviously better, but you're an advanced course and loving it. Thanks so much. You're welcome, dude. Here it is. Here's the candle. Can you explain this yellow box? It's the window to the house that we drew. Our house pattern on the 3 by 11 box roof. Never seen someone explain currency with windows. Stick around. I'll use a lot of cool things like houses. That's the direction you guys want this channel to go, and how we can do it. Yeah, I have a website called gatex.io where I have my stuff on it, no plan, like paid courses on gatex.io. Buy BTC now. Should be going. We should have went at 805, but I kind of want to see what happens to our window here. You know, it's funny, we're at 120 concurrent viewers and we're drawing houses. We do serious talk, we go to 50 viewers. We do house drawings and we're up at 122. 200% increase. Just can't lie, man. That's the analytics. That's where this channel's at. If you were to buy long or something and there was a respected trend and not a tested hold, which one would you buy? I wouldn't use a static rule like that. I would look at the chart architecture in the moment to make that decision. I would not use like, oh, I would buy X if X happened. Can't look at day trading like that. Probably got 100K viewers. Yeah, I got to change my stream title to Houston, we have liftoff. 200K Bitcoin today, 5 million in profits, or I delete YouTube, change the title to that, start using cup and handles. I'm sure like the channel would explode. 3 or 5 minute window? No, the window's broken, dude. This thing's already gone. This thing's already moving up. The window's broken. Aren't you looking at the same chart as me? What's wrong with you? We're about to get banned, Marco. I've had enough of your crap. Dude, like, pay attention, man. Unless I'm wrong, then you're right. Then if I'm wrong, then you're right. It's a higher time frame. Viewership spiked and went down. You should see my YouTube graph with that comment about cup and handle, and house's viewership went up and then dropped right down. We're in a viewership retracement right now. Yeah, we just lost 10 people. Oh man, I have some pretty good laughs with my wife about like the way YouTube works and the analytics and things, how it really happens behind the scenes. We have some pretty good laughs about it. Yeah. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Speaking of viewership, spam up the nice little graphics. We're just gonna stay for a few more minutes, chill out and watch Bitcoin, see what happens. Told you guys the window's broken, so it's already moving up. It's already gone. It's already at 47K for all I know. It's already like, where would the chimney be on this house? Sun rises in the east. That's in the west. This is a reverse chart. No, we're normal. So if we inverse the chart, then we'd start on this side. Okay, so the chimney would be on this side then. The chimney would be something like this. You gotta connect it to you have to make sure the middle of the chimney is connecting to the top. So it's like right there. So what price is that? Like 46? It's already going there right now. Window breaks, that's where it goes. Chimney slope. You can back check it on your fib. How do you not annoy your wife with trading talk? She enjoys it. I hope. I don't know, I guess I'll see if I have divorce papers soon or not, and how much she likes it or not. Look at ETH. Yeah, ETH is probably fine, right? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's moving up, so ETH's going to move up, right? Next course on building houses. Yeah. What about these ETFs? Are they burning to the ground yet? Oh, they are so close. Bitcoin just has to like kind of break out of its window range here, and then it's like these ETFs will take another big pummeling. I hope this gets hit and then people start to take this seriously. I'm gonna clip this YouTube video, I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna make it look so goddamn good, and we're gonna make the chimney like the windows. The wall's broken already, by the way, so the window's gone, wall's broken. We don't need any of those lines anymore. Thanks for drawing with us. Of course, Mac. ELFs, though, you can leverage them. I think you mean ETFs. ETFs basically are leverage contracts. Can't see that on Binance. I can see a few under DeFi. They should be under DeFi. Like if I go to Binance, it should be under zones, I believe they call them. I believe it's under like zones, and the very bottom one should say ETFs. Yeah, under zones and ETFs. You guys need to go watch the replay if you're not sure about how I'm drawing my technical analysis here. I talk about it earlier in the replay for those of you just tuning in. That new method I'm trying. So this is chimney slope, 47K target, 46.6. I broke it down earlier, how I came to these levels and why they're important. Played a lot online. Absolutely, Matthew. I barely played any live. I went to like some local tournaments and stuff and did well, but I was more of a, why get out of my house when I can just click buttons in a chair? Yeah, Binance only allows AVE down a spot order. True, but an ETF is basically like a derivatives contract already. So you're saying like spot on something that would be the same risk as like a derivative. So while it is spot orders, it's basically like the movement factor in it is yeah, the same as derivatives. You can't leverage ETFs. Just load up as much spot as you want on them. Larkin, you just constantly put on contracts at the same price. Starting to the advanced course today. Can't stress how thankful I am for the work you've put into all this. Game changer, much appreciated. Cool, man. Well, glad to have you and hope you enjoy your stay, man. Man, woman, guy, dude, dudette, girl. Regardless, I hope you enjoy your stay. Kiddo's laughing in the background. Okay, I think we're gonna call it here. I think we're gonna call it. I've got, like I said, I've got a long day ahead of me. I've got people I'm advising today what to do in this move and kind of helping them navigate through what the move is going to look like today. And I've got, yeah, meetings kind of set up for the morning already. So I think we call it here. I like to go eat breakfast and stuff like that before I have to start all this stuff. And we're running out of time on Bitcoin here to do some of these moves. So yeah, we call it there. See you all tomorrow morning. Have a good day.